When you think of 3D printing, you probably think it is a fairly new technology. It does sound like some sort of gadget that the Jetsons would have. Well, the fact is, 3D printing has been around since 1984, when an American by the name of Chuck Hull filed for and obtained a patent for his machine called a stereolithograph. At that time, Chuck was working for a tabletop and furniture manufacturer. He became frustrated at the amount of time it took to make small custom parts, so he came up with the idea of his stereolithograph. It took the world by storm, and quickly other people started developing different types of methods for 3D printing. In 1996, a man named Dr. Vihoka Koshanevis came up with a method called contour crafting, in which he used a quick-setting concrete type material to print with. It was originally conceived as a method to construct molds for industrial parts. Koshanevis decided this technology could also be used to rapidly construct homes as a way to rebuild after natural disasters. It was quite a few years later, on March 1st, 2014, that the first 3D printed house would become a reality. An architectural firm called DUS out of Amsterdam printed the Canal House. The house is constructed by Fused Deposition Modeling Printer, developed by DUS, and called the Kamermaker, which translates to room builder. As this technology grew, so did the size of the buildings. In China, a 5-story, 11,840 square foot apartment building was printed by Winsun, the same company who printed 10 one-room houses in just 24 hours. And in Dubai, the world's largest 3D building by volume was printed using a gypsum compound from recycling building materials. It was 6,889 square feet. I found this quick video that shows the process in which it was constructed. Let's check it out. Even though the apartment in China had more square footage, the Dubai building had more volume of material, giving it a better ability to insulate itself from the harsh surroundings. With its radius walls and round courtyard, definitely gives this building a futuristic feel. You can see 3D printing buildings is being used all over the world, and it can be suited to any kind of environment. That's why NASA became very interested in 3D printing in space. And in 1999, a man named Ken Cooper flew his first 3D printer on a parabolic flight to see how it would react to microgravity. I mean, there are literally thousands of uses for 3D printing in space. From making small, complex parts to replace anything that breaks, to building whole space stations or even research bunkers. The spaceship would only have to bring the printer. The material would be lunar soil that could provide superior protection from radiation and extreme temperatures. You know, maybe we can live on Mars. There are so many levels to the benefits of 3D printing. The first one that comes to mind is the amazing efficiency of these printers. They can print whole structures using the exact amount of material. Not only that, it's the type of material they can use, widely varied, and can include post-consumer building materials. Remember Winsun and their 10 one-room houses in 24 hours? Not only were they incredibly fast, They used waste from demolished buildings in between layers of printing to reduce material costs considerably. 3D printing also reduces labor costs. The Dubai building used 15 workers rather than the 30 workers traditional building methods would have required. Not to mention the safety of the workers. Because the printer is really doing the lion's share of the work, there were less injuries. What I feel like is the best benefit 3D printing has to offer is the design freedom. The ability to make one-time, truly custom pieces. So the future of building technology exists today. Although it's not widespread yet, I don't think we are far from seeing it become commonplace. The only thing that would hold us back then would be our imagination. I, for one, would love to be the first guy in Hawaii with a 3D printer.